everyone, my name is Andra and today we're gonna talk about VTEC. So, in the late 80s, a Japanese engineer named Ikuo Kajitani was working with Honda on creating a new engine that will be powerful and have low emission. And Ikuo Kajitani have a solution. His solution is VTEC. What is VTEC? VTEC is variable valve timing and leaf electronic control. So it's basically control how long the valve will open. Now, before we talk deeper into how VTEC works, we need to understand how an engine works. First, on a 4-stroke cylinder engine, we have intake, compression, and power or combustion, and exhaust. In order to make power, we need air, fuel, and spark. So, imagine this is a piston inside your engine. The piston goes down and the intake valve will open. It will suck air and fuel into the cylinder. As the piston goes down and goes up again, the intake valve will close and there will be compression inside the cylinder. This will compress the fuel and air mixture inside the cylinder, and when it's fully compressed, the spark will ignite the mixture and create combustion. And the combustion will basically throw the piston back to the bottom and it goes up. When it goes up, an exhaust valve will open and the piston will push the exhaust gases out from the engine into the exhaust. So that is basic of engine work. Now we have understand it and we talk about VTEC. So VTEC, according to Matt Castrucci, he said that Honda's VTEC system features both electrical and mechanical components that allow the engine to have multiple camshafts. So basically VTEC is like having two personalities on an engine. Here's how it works. On low RPM, VTEC will not engage. VTEC only engage above 5,000 RPM usually. And VTEC works by locking a rocker arm that controls the valve to make the valve open for a longer duration. Here's the thing. Here is a normal camshaft look like. When we talk about camshaft, what we really talk about is this piece of metal here. That shape look like an egg. This is the one making contact with rocker arm that control the valve. This is a normal engine camshaft. On VTEC engine, the lobe here is usually 3. So one lobe is controlling the intake, one lobe is controlling the exhaust, and this extra lobe usually connect to the intake valve. So on a VTEC engine, the intake usually have one valve and one extra rocker arm to control the VTEC, where the VTEC is engaged. So the extra lobe on the VTEC camshaft is usually bigger compared to the rest, and this bigger camshaft only engage when the RPM is high enough, when you have enough oil pressure and the electrical send signal that VTEC can engage on high RPM. So inside the rocker arm, under the bigger lobe on the camshaft, have pin inside the rocker arm that only slide out into the usually intake rocker arm, that when it lock, it will move the valve further, open further and longer, which make more air and fuel into the cylinder, which make more explosion, which make more power. That is how you get more power with VTEC. So, to summarize how VTEC works, VTEC is the solution of the lack of power on a small displacement engine by adjusting the valve to make it open for a longer duration, which make more air and fuel into the cylinder, which more explosion will occur inside the cylinder and make more power. Superstreet magazine said that VTEC is one of the most important invention in car world, where it balances out the need for low emission and high performance. I will close this video by quote from David Billington. Said, engineering or technology is the making of thing that previously not existed, whereas science is the discovering of things that already exist. Thank you for listening. I will see you on the next video.